home.
He's gone. He's gone for like an hour until he's there. He's actually probably looking for water. We should get him some water. So we just found our tree we're going to camp at. But we're trying to determine how to orient the truck to have the most. He's over here, Barrett. To have the maximum shade. So north is facing directly this way. So we've got some good shade here we can camp out under. Keep the coolers under to keep them shady since it's going to be in the 90s. We're going to unload everything and then set up some shade canopies so that we have maximum shade. Excited. We set up 2 Gold Zero trickle chargers, and those are hooked up to our batteries. The bat has 2 batteries, so we've got the 2 trickle chargers connected to both batteries. We set those up as soon as we get to camp, and it just we're not really using a battery for anything, but it just makes sure that it's staying maintained. We do have our Dometic cooler in the truck running, but as soon as we turn the truck off, we set up our jackery. So these panels are from the jackery. So we set those up on our bike rack. It's a great little stand for it. They're pretty rigid, so we've found a lot of great places to store those during the day as the heat and as the sun moves around. And then we keep the jackery here. I can't remember which one this is. It doesn't say. So we've got our Dometic plugged in, and then this is the port for the solar packs. And then when you want to plug something in, so you got some USBs, you need to charge stuff up, you just hit that button and it turns the USB cords on, and then just a regular 110 plug-in, but we don't ever really use that one. So it tells you what right now we're at 100% because we charged it up before we left. And then this tells us what we're getting: input 36 watts from the sun, output 59 watts. So that's from the Dometic running. So we keep our Dometic here in the back. I'll let Barrett tell you all about Dometic at another time, but this thing has been awesome. Well worth the money. We put up our sunshades as soon as we get here. We got the sunshade in the front, and it just helps tremendously. So we're pretty set. Barrett's just getting his bike started. And then we tried to set up so that we have a little shade. We're about to get slammed with sun on this side though, so we'll have to rearrange some things and set up some sunshades. Show me your moto outfit.
beans.
Sexy beans is where you take regular old run-of-the-mill beans. Any kind of beans, really. You sex them up with some pepper. And
Gallon.
2-gallon propane tank. It's a good little mini tank for camping. We probably had this for at least a year and we've never had to refill it. It's crazy. And then we have the Blackstone. The Blackstone's rad for eggs and fajita style meat. Just a good cooktop. If you don't cook with cast iron, you're doing it wrong. And then there was fire. Cilantro. Those for tacos and beans, whatever you want to put it on. And then this is the magic ingredient. Magic. For the beans. Once they're done thickening up, you put some American cheese in there and it's pretty much done. All you need.
This is pretty unorthodox.
Fancy. A little bit of flour, a little bit of Tony's. Tony cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-ree. How do you know if it's hot enough?
It sizzles.
It's a delicious little evening setup. Beaumont's over by the campfire, taking a snoozer. Bread. So just going to heat up some water. Flour mix that I pre-made. I pre-mix the flour, the sea salt, and the yeast. I'll also take some extra. I like to use kosher salt. 1 teaspoon of dry yeast. I'll just give it a good mix. Too hot and it'll kill the yeast, but it needs to be warm, just warm enough to activate it. So I'm going to add 1.5 cups of warm water, about 110 degrees, to my bag of pre-mixed flour. So I'll just mix this together in the Ziploc. And I'll close it up. Not all the way, I'll leave a little air vent. Cover it up. It's super hot out this weekend, so. Use what you got. But it's perfect temperature here. So I'll just let it sit 8 hours. It's been about 1.5 hours. Just gonna check the bread. It's a little warm in this spot, but it's definitely rising. You can see all the bubbles. So I'm gonna move it in just a slightly cooler space. It's a little cooler over here. Cool down rinses. Ice water melted. Check. Super cold. There you go.
One more, please. I'm tired. I'm not surprised that happened.
We'll do a bread check. See, it's 4:30, so it's been 6.5 hours. This is our high-tech bread warming oven. See, I had to move it a couple different times, as you can see. It's now in the cooler under the truck. But look at it. Can you see the bubbles? Garlic, pepper bread. So I just did a good smash on this one. Got the skin off. I'm just gonna chop it up. I'm gonna use some of this. It's called Third Coast Southwest Dip Mix. I've mixed this before with like sour cream for dip, but I thought it actually might be kind of good in the bread. Let's chop it up with the garlic. I think it'll make it. So it's been 8.5 hours. In the winter, I will place the bag up in the dashboard so the sun, it almost acts like a like a greenhouse in the dashboard of the truck. It'll keep it to a warm level, which is key. Hands. It's just here. Yeah, it's pretty soupy. So it's a good thing that I brought extra flour. So final prep product. It smells delicious with the garlic and the salt, but it's kind of a wet, moppy mush. It will cook up delicious. I have faith because it always does. Prep some coals for the Dutch oven, which we'll pull out in a minute. Give it about 20 minutes for those coals to cook down. One last look at the bread. It rose for about 15 minutes, so it kind of settled in. It'll be okay.
Venison backstrap, thanks to nephew and godson Will Peeler.
Chimichurri I made.
Please subscribe and look for more overlanding, boating adventures, how-to projects, and more from our channel, On a Slow Boat Fast Moto. Thanks for joining.
Thank you.